साहब सटिया गए। आसिम मुनीर पगला गया। ठीक है साहब, जो मार पड़ी है ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में उसको वो छुपा के नाटक कर रहे हैं।
जो देश खुद ही मतलब एक इरेस्पॉन्सिबल न्यूक्लियर पावर है, जिसके इतिहास में न्यूक्लियर प्रोलिफरेशन का एक रिकॉर्ड है, उनको ये कहना मतलब बिल्कुल असंभव है।
But here he's actually threatening to use these weapons and take down half the world with him. I mean, I think the world should take notice, especially the US needs to take notice. What an irresponsible statement this is.
The fact of the matter is, there is absolutely no excuse for tolerating such language, such threats, such nuclear rogue behavior. Within 30 minutes of when Asim Munir made those comments, he should have been ushered out, taken to Tampa International Airport.
आसिम मुनीर साहब सटिया गए। आसिम मुनीर पगला गया। ठीक है साहब, जो मार पड़ी है ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में उसको वो छुपा के नाटक कर रहे हैं। ठीक है, अच्छी तरह छुपा के नाटक कर रहे हैं। एक चीज़ जो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बाद के बारे में बहुत ज़्यादा दुनिया नहीं समझ पाई है, वो पता क्या है? भारत ने थर्ड न्यूक्लियर एज शुरू की है। दो मॉडरेटली आर्म्ड न्यूक्लियर पावर्स अगर आपस में भिड़े, शरेआम लड़ाई हो, तो क्या रिजल्ट है ऑपरेशन सिंदूर का? हमारी इंटीग्रेटेड एयर डिफेंस की वजह से उसके मिसाइल, न्यूक्लियर आर्म्ड मिसाइल और नॉर्मल मिसाइल नहीं आ सकते भारत पे। 100% 3 फायर किए थे, 3 के 3 गिरा दिए। कोई 1200 के करीब ड्रोन फायर किए थे, 90% मार गिराए। ठीक है साहब, हमारी जो न्यूक्लियर जो अम्ब्रेला है, जो एयर डिफेंस, इंटीग्रेटेड एयर डिफेंस अम्ब्रेला है, वो तकरीबन लीक प्रूफ है। और हम केवल रक्षात्मक पे नहीं सीमित रहते, हमने आगे बढ़ के जहां से उसके 4 एयर बेसिस से उसके फाइटर विद बॉम्ब्स उड़ सकते थे, जकोबाबाद, रहीम यार खान, सरगोदा, हमने उनके परखच्चे उड़ा दिए सर। जो रहीम यार खान की एयर स्ट्रिप अभी तक चालू नहीं हुई, जहां उनके स्टोर्ड थे न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब्स, ठीक है, वो थे आपके चगाई और किराना हिल्स में, उनको ठोका है। उनके जो द्वार पे इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर्स लगी थी सीमेंट कंक्रीट के गेट खोलने के लिए, उनका ठोक दिया है। वहां से न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब निकालना, झूठ मत बोलो, असंभव हो गया है, क्योंकि वहां न्यूक्लियर रेडिएशन कंटामिनेशन है। ठीक है साहब, ये बकवास कर रहा है, ये गीदड़ भभकी दे रहा है। और अब वक्त आ गया है, मैं आपके दूसरे सवाल का भी जवाब दे दूं। जैसे कि उपेंद्र द्विवेदी साहब, हमारे आर्मी चीफ साहब ने बिल्कुल सही कहा है, अब वक्त आ गया है कि इनको आड़े हाथ लिया जाए वंस एंड फॉर ऑल।
अभी मैंने कहा था कि जो देश खुद ही मतलब एक इरेस्पॉन्सिबल न्यूक्लियर पावर है, जिसके इतिहास में न्यूक्लियर प्रोलिफरेशन का एक रिकॉर्ड है, उनको ये कहना मतलब बिल्कुल असंभव है।
I think the ministry has given a fitting reply. As they said, nuclear saber rattling is the stock in trade of Pakistan. We are not going to surrender to nuclear blackmail. This gentleman has a habit of saying things to the diaspora in Pakistan which apparently are intended to boost his position. I think India knows how to handle these things actually in the air and on the ground. I'm not too worried. Let him say what he wants.
You know, it's a very absurd statement. You are first of all threatening nuclear holocaust sitting in a third country in the United States and threatening India from the United States. I don't know what he was thinking, because for most people, responsible people, nuclear weapons are not a war fighting. You know, they're meant as deterrent to give you safety. But here he's actually threatening to use these weapons and take down half the world with them. I mean, I think the world should take notice, especially the US needs to take notice. What an irresponsible statement this is. And, you know, this kind of irresponsibility should not be encouraged. The fact that he has been to the US now twice, and first time he was invited by President Trump to have lunch, rather than the civil leadership. You know, if any issues are to be discussed, it should be with the civil leadership, which is a democratically elected government, the PMN government led by Shahbaz Sharif. But the US is encouraging, you know, the military leadership. And then this man goes and makes this irresponsible statement. I think it's a shocker. It's an absolute shocker. You see, he thinks he does not understand the difference between a dam and a run-of-the-river project. On the western rivers of Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, India is not building any dams. India is building run-of-the-river projects, which the Indus Water Treaty allows you. It allows you to store 3.6 million acre-feet of water. So he doesn't understand that. He thinks that even a run-of-the-river power project is a dam. That's point number one. Point number two, if he destroys a dam in India, where is the water going to go? It's not going to go upstream into Tibet and back into China. It's going to flow down to Pakistan. It will inundate and flood Pakistan. And third, if he destroys any dams in India, do you think the Tarbela and Mangala dams, the only two dams that they have, will remain safe? So again, you know, it's a very poorly thought out statement. It's a very tactical statement. It's just for the crowds. He also says that, you know, his family ki thoda hai. You know, they're typically Punjabi macho trying to act the tough guy without having thought it through or without any meaning.
The message which the United States is sending is that we are not a worthy ally. Under Donald Trump in his second term, the United States has become Canada on steroids. The fact of the matter is, there is absolutely no excuse for tolerating such language, such threats, such nuclear rogue behavior, especially on American soil. You know, within 30 minutes of when Asim Munir made those comments, he should have been ushered out, taken to Tampa International Airport, and flown out of the United States to the Bahamas, to Cuba, anywhere, and the Pakistanis could pick him up from there. Well, first of all, it's becoming increasingly hard not to believe that Donald Trump has been bribed in order to turn such a blind eye to Pakistan. Whether that's come from Turkey, whether that's come from Qatar, whether that's come from Pakistan itself is unclear. But there are few other explanations to explain why Donald Trump has become so effusive to Pakistan, especially after the Pahalgam massacre. The United States also needs to be very cautious right now, because just like Pahalgam occurred, after Asim Munir threatened to cut the jugular, his rhetoric in Tampa, Florida, gives a green light to terrorists, some affiliated with the Pakistani military and the Pakistani ISI, to go rogue with their nuclear weapons. We're in a very, very dangerous situation, and I'm not sure that Donald Trump fully understands just how dangerous this has become because of his negligence or greed.